Hi everyone, welcome to Iniko's YouTube channel. I'm Sneha Sunkara, an interior designer here. If you're a first-time homeowner and looking to get your dream house, then this video is for you. Today we'll talk about all the things that you need to know before you meet your interior designer. So starting from what plans you need to what are the key areas that you need to ponder upon before you meet them to make this process easy for you as well as them. Choosing the right interior designer is the key to getting your dream home. Usually, projects last between a few weeks to a few months or even a few years if they're bigger projects. So it is key to find somebody that you're comfortable with to travel this journey as they get to know you on a very personal level. They get to know your friends, your family, your conversations, your finances. So it's very important to find the right person that fits you. The first step to think about before meeting your interior designer is the scope of work that you want to delegate to them. As you know, in any home project, there are many elements that come into play. So you have your electrical, you have your lighting, you have your plumbing, you have false ceiling works, you have modular works and loose furniture works. So it is very important to get this understanding before you meet your interior designer of what you want them to handle and what you want to handle at the end of the day. Usually your builder or your architects take care of your flooring, your electrical and your plumbing works. So it's very important that you sit with your interior designer at an earlier stage so that you can figure out where you want all these points, electrical points, plumbing points to come so that you can inform your builder or architect before it's too late to make these changes on site. At this stage, it's also very helpful if you can collect some inspirational pictures or any design styles that you prefer, including colors or any accessories that you would like in your kitchens or wardrobes. This will help the interior designer figure out what your right fit is. Also, defining a space is very helpful. So what are you planning to do in that space? What is your day-to-day activity like going to be in that space? Or is there going to be gatherings, or is there somebody else going to be using that space? All this information will give you more clarity on what you want to do with the room, and it will also help your interior designer design it in a more wholesome way so that all of you can enjoy it. So once you know what you're looking for in your interior designer, the next step to think about is the budget that you want to allocate to your project. Now, it is very important to figure out what your budget is like before your first meeting, because this allows your interior designer to develop your project along these lines. Now, it helps them to allocate your budget in different areas. So suppose you want them to do false ceiling, electrical, modular, furniture. So, you and your interior designer can sit down and talk about where you want to spend what kind of amount. And it also allows them to understand what kind of finishes you're looking for, what kind of accessories to propose. So this kind of brings the whole project into scope when you have your budget in mind. The next step is to set your timelines. Now, it's very important that you and your designer are on the same page and set realistic timelines for yourselves. So, since the designer has to coordinate with a lot of vendors, so false ceiling, electrical, modular, and then you have your furniture. So it's very important that you make a timeline for yourself and make sure that you stick to your schedule so that you can get your project done on time. And it's also important that you review these timelines on a very weekly or at least, once in 2 weeks so that you know that, you both are on the same page and that you're sticking to the same timelines. So once you know what you want, how much you want it for, and by when you want it, now it is time for you to meet your designer. But before this, you have a couple of plans and a few layouts that you need to keep ready with you so that it makes your first meeting more productive. So the first is obviously your floor plan. This you can get from your builder or your architect. This includes all your, room sizes, your entry points, your window points, and some of them even have details of your electrical and your plumbing points. So this kind of helps the interior designer get a view of your area, to visualize your area, and to kind of quickly draw out your furniture layout and where you're going to get your fixed furniture so that your moving space and everything can be accounted for. The next is to get your electrical and your plumbing points. So once you have your furniture layout completed, you have to, if there are any changes that you have to do with your electrical points or your plumbing points, it is important that you tell your builder in advance during the bare shell stage of your flat so that it's easier for the ground crew to get the changes done. Hope this video gave you a brief understanding of what you need to know and what you need to keep ready before you meet your interior designer. And hopefully you find your right fit and get one step closer to your dream house. If you want to meet us for a design consultation, our address and contact details are in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe and share, and see you next time.